Hi there, it's Laura from Make Life Lovely, and today I'm so excited to share with you how to make these DIY giant palm trees from pool noodles. To make these pool noodle palm trees, you'll need pool noodles, one for each palm tree. You'll need some brown paper. I bought this from Home Depot. It's one of those big rolls that they have, and they're pretty cheap for the size and the amount of paper that you get. You'll also need some scissors, a glue gun, and some palm fronds. I'll explain more about the palm fronds later, and then I'll tell you how I attached it all together at the end. First, you'll want to roll out the paper to the length of your pool noodle. Then cut along both edges so that it's the same length as your noodle. You'll want to crumple up the paper really well so that it gets lots of lines and crinkles in it, and then unroll it. Then you'll have this nice wrinkled paper with lots of texture to it that will make it look more like the bark of a palm tree. Match up the ends of your pool noodle with the ends of the paper, then add a line of hot glue to the edge of the brown paper on the inside. This is how we're going to get the brown paper to stick to the pool noodle. Slowly and carefully roll the pool noodle so that the paper goes with it and so that it goes on nice and neat and straight. You're going to add more hot glue as you go so that the paper will stick to the pool noodle and then stick to itself. Once you've covered the entire pool noodle, cut the end of the paper in a straight line. Add another line of hot glue to the edges so that everything is sealed perfectly. Get underneath the edge and add more hot glue too, to make sure everything is sealed nice and tight. To finish the end, I added some hot glue and then tucked the brown paper over the glue and then tucked it inside the pool noodle hole. I wanted to leave the hole open because I needed to stick things inside of it, as you'll see. You probably noticed that the brown paper wasn't long enough for the pool noodle, and so I had to repeat the first set of steps with the second half of the pool noodle. Make a line of hot glue on the end, roll it around. It's okay if it overlaps over the other brown paper. Then just roll the paper around the noodle. Again, use hot glue on the end. Cut the edge of the paper and then use hot glue to seal it in. I made a bunch of these palm trees for a church luau that I was in charge of for hundreds of people. So it was in a huge room and I needed lots and lots of decorations that added height. And these palm trees worked great for that. Now you have a couple different options for the palm fronds for these. What I used were some old palm fronds from old palm trees that were sitting around. And so we pulled off the fronds and they worked perfectly. They were a great size for this and they were fake, so they didn't make a mess and we didn't have to cut them. But for the stage, we made giant palm trees that were huge, over 20 feet tall. And those were made from carpet rolls of different sizes. So you can scale this larger or smaller as you like. And for those, we used real palm fronds and they were off of a king palm tree that someone at my church had in their yard. And so we cut a bunch of palm fronds off those, and those were huge and massive and worked really, really well. You can always use real palm fronds too. Since I live in Southern California, we have tons of palm fronds and everyone's got palm trees in their yards. You can also cut your own palm fronds from the big rolls of green paper that you can buy. Here's a reference for how tall the palm trees end up being. They were taller than my daughter and looked great. The palm fronds were the easiest part of this DIY because they stuck right inside the pool noodle hole. And so I didn't have to use wire or glue or anything to attach them. I just stuck them right inside the pool noodle. And then when it was time to put them away, I just took them right out of the pool noodle and stored them in a box. Super easy. I love that these giant pool noodle palm trees can be used and reused over and over again. I've already used them twice, and all you have to do is pull the pool noodle off the base and pull the palm fronds right out of the pool noodle. To make the palm trees freestanding, we painted a piece of plywood black and then screwed in a wood dowel that formed the base, and then we put the pool noodle palm tree right over the base. Here's some of the other fun DIYs I made for our luau. I think this waterfall is my favorite. I shared a video for it recently, so I'll be sure to link to that video and these others in the description box below. These are some hula hoop centerpieces that I made. Here are giant volcanoes that actually erupted during the luau. People were shocked. They didn't know it was coming, and all of a sudden they saw the smoke coming out, and it was really fun. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you on board. Also, like and hit the notification bell. Happy crafting!